I think in Singapore we are riding a very exciting time in terms of not just global sports coming to Asia or Pacific as a region, but locally I think you see from the recently completed SEA Games and ASEAN Para Games, there's so much interest now generated in healthy living, in interest in our athletes, doing the nation proud. And that will lead to only more awareness and interest in sports as a whole. So I think it's on an upward trend, and I think it's a very exciting time to be in this industry. Besides the Singapore Sports Institute, Sports Singapore, now we have a new institute called National Youth Sports Institute, just set up in January. That will only mean more opportunities in sports management, sports marketing, sports science, event management. And just by looking at the sports industry, the number of events, just look at cycling and running. 5 years ago, maybe 15, 20, now 50, 60. So the amount of attraction that we have, it's really on the rise. So I think there'll be many, many more opportunities for our students. I think first is values. Whether your values is resonant with the values of the organization, because values can't change. And I can't expect someone to come and say, I want to change my values overnight. It doesn't happen, it's not authentic. So I'll be very clear on the kind of values that my team or my organization is looking, and to seek to understand whether the potential employee has that values. I think second point is very clear. It's not just about knowledge. Really, your knowledge that you have is just a passport to probably an interview. But nowadays, there's even, I think more and more people are just looking at the skills that you have. So attitude is important. In this world where there's so much knowledge, is really the ability to learn, relearn, learn, unlearn, the ability to adapt to different things. You no longer can have the same job for 5 years. Probably the industry has grown, the global trends have grown so much, you've got to be very adaptable and versatile. And I think I would look for attitude also like teamwork. I think we believe that you can achieve so much by being yourself, unless you want to be a scientist. If you're working in an organization, you've got to learn how to work. So ability to learn, ability to adapt, and teamwork are three probably attributes I look for in attitude. Opportunities are plenty, and you've got to make them count. And I think in living in an increasingly globalized world, whatever you're studying, you have to learn to interact with different students from different countries. If possible, go out of Singapore, go into a different context, different industry, different culture, and have a global sensibility of what's it like. So do not just stay in your comfort zone. Don't just focus on getting a degree in Singapore and that's it. Perhaps use that. Understand that education is a process, it's never an end, it's not a destination itself. So make new friends. Through your friends, you will make more new friends to other countries, and then you'll get to understand how the world works better, how different cultures interact, and therefore your education is not just in the subject itself, it's an education in life. I think the millennials think quite differently, act quite differently, which is okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Perhaps if there's anything I would like to share more from having more white hairs in them is that learn to connect. Learn to connect not just by technology, not by just texting, watching TV, playing games, but I think learn to connect with the heart. Have more conversations, have deep conversations, seek to understand your friends of different cultures, different countries, and really just understand the power of words, the power of being able to tell your story. And then when you are able to connect, you'll be able to find even greater dreams and you can inspire other people. So I would say, yeah, just connect.